I got something to say. I got something to say. We all got something to say. Speak up, stand up, wake up, get down. Everybody in the world know your feelings. Sing a little more love in the space. I got something to say.
Welcome to another night within the chair with Montee and Mimi. What's up, his wife?
Hey.
What was you doing earlier? You was going, how you doing?
Oh yes, I'm getting my fitness on. I gotta get my butt to gut ratio down because I got a feeling something about to happen for us. So I got to make sure that I got my body ready. And I'm speaking that. I got a feeling. I ain't never wrong about shit like that.
You ain't never wrong. So your shirt is working off the 6-pack. I know that's girl. That's what you doing.
Them donuts, child. When I tell you,
what's up?
I'm not doing. I'm stepping my workout up, so I'm not doing. Hey, Melody. Thank you, Melody. I just wanted to tell you that. I thought you had sent me a Melody, y'all. Before I tell y'all about the stuff, Melody sent me a love offering. And it said for the kids. And I said, because I am a woman of integrity. I said, I think somebody sent me a cash app by accident. And I did need it because I ain't got my unemployment in 2 weeks. But I'm going back to work on the 12th. But anyway, I think somebody sent me a cash app by accident. I said, so I ain't gonna cash it. I'm gonna let that sit there just in case they call and ask me for it back. And then Montee, a week later, he said, she sent you a love offer. She sent you something. She ain't want you to be offended. I said, child, I don't get offended. Somebody send me no daggone money. 100 children will humble you. For real.
Well, I'm so glad, people that are, willing to still sow into people's, give into people's life and to help others. I think it's wonderful. I think that's a good thing. So how are you doing, Pastor Betty Spencer?
Oh, that's the blonde bombshell continue.
Okay. So, Mimi, how was your week?
My week was. It was a week. It was character building, but I'm built for it tough, so I can handle it.
You better get last name.
I mean, I know I look very soft and womanly, but I'm a tough cookie.
What's up, Linda Love Carter? What's up,
Linda? But I ain't gonna lie, because I stopped eating refined sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, child, I think I was going through withdrawals that first day.
What's up, Kimmy? Y'all, You had withdrawals. I'm gonna get on Kim in a minute. You had withdrawals.
I think because you do have physical withdrawals. Because sugar is it's a drug.
Well, you sweet enough, Mimi. You don't need nothing else.
That's what I take it. Thank you.
That's beautiful. When you compliment Mimi, honey, she go like
putty in your hands. I'm gonna tell you, and I shouldn't even be telling y'all this, but you want to win an argument with me, all you gotta do is throw me off and tell me. Give me a compliment, tell me I'm pretty or something. I'll be like, damn, I forgot. I won't even be mad no more.
His wife, Bougie, Ro Robertson, says, I was telling people all the way in New York about the show. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you, girl.
Please do. We love doing this. It's like that sometimes I'm tired before I get on here, but then when I get on here, it's just like I get another burst of energy.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Thank you. Kim. So let me tell y'all about Kim. So Kim is my coworker. That's my girl. What y'all so churchy? So happy Montee and Mimi Monday. What's up? So listen, Miss Kim, my coworker, my friend, my girl, has decided that she gonna call our boss and say, you know what, can I start working from home on Mondays, every other Monday? So today was the first day I had to work without Kim. And so it was hard. I've been working with Kim for a whole year. And so for her not to be there on a Monday, and usually on Mondays, we catch up about everything that happened on the weekend. So I could get some little ideas off of her and I could talk to her about some things and stuff. So she wasn't there. So like every time I called her today, because I called her at home like 3 times, it was just like I was bothering her. She was like, hello. I said, you're supposed to answer this phone, Paul Mitchell. And she was like, Hello, I didn't even transfer my phone. So that's how my day has been. But this week has been
Um,
a productive week, and I have learned a lot about myself this week. Um, I've learned I missed you too. I have learned a whole lot about myself over this weekend.
okay.
Not only did I learn a lot about myself this weekend, I'm proud of myself this weekend. You know, I did some things that I said that I was going to start doing, and that was standing up for myself and
Yes.
and making some things happen. Good evening, William Reed.
Hey, Will.
Third, he got his whole name up there, William
That's
Reed.
right.
Third. I love it. And so, yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this conversation on tonight. So the conversation is loyalty. You know, family, friends, and associates. You know, so
Mhm.
Mimi, let me ask you a question. What does loyalty
Mhm.
mean to you?
Loyalty is everything to me.
Mhm.
Loyalty for me, and it has nothing to do with money. It is character.
Okay.
It is when I am not in your face, when you call me friend, it is not entertaining no bull about me behind my back. So let's just say, and I'm not saying that you got to jump in and you got to defend my honor, but if somebody talking about me, you know what, and this is what I have, this is me. Because I
Mhm.
expect my friend, because my circle is very small, but I expect folk to carry shit the way I carry it. So the way I do, if somebody's talking about one of my friends in my presence, first of all, I'm gonna say, you know, he or she really don't give a shit what you talking, what you saying. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Then the next part, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm going to excuse myself. You can continue to talk about them because I can't control your mouth. However, you're not going to do it in front of me.
That's loyalty to you.
That's part of it.
Part of it. Okay, what's part two?
Part of it. When you call yourself being loyal to somebody, it's like whatever we set the standard for our friendship to be, I expect for you to abide by it.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
And the thing is, as a friend, I'm not going to ask you to do anything out of character to you. I'm not going to ask you to jeopardize your livelihood, your children, anything. I'm not going to ask you to do anything bad for the sake of me.
Mhm.
So for me, Lord, that's what loyalty is. You standing firm with me no matter what.
William says, I need to be in your circle. We just alike.
Hmm.
I guess there's people that think somebody else says, Anthony says that's me, also Mimi. So let me ask you a question with that
Hmm.
loyalty piece. So if you are loyal to a friend and you said
Yeah,
that you're not going to do anything to cause them to jeopardize anything, of that nature.
right.
If the situation is ride or die, are you that friend that will jump in the car and it's whatever? You're not gonna ask no questions. You're just gonna get in the car and it's like, okay, so we about to do this. It's whatever. Are you that friend?
No, I'm not that friend. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why. Before I had children, yeah, I was that friend. But now I have three people that are dependent totally on me.
We're gonna
Period.
get to that. We're going to get to that.
But what
Um,
I'm saying is, as your friend, because we
uh-huh,
good and grown,
uh-huh.
and I care about what happens to you. You say, yeah, I'm ready to pop off. I'm jumping this car. I'm like, bitch, no, you're not. Come on over here. Let's sit down. We're gonna talk this through because you can't. We're too old to be reacting. We
Okay.
have to think about because our actions have real consequences, and the skin definitely has real consequences. So certain shit is just not worth it.
Debbie is that friend. Debbie is now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
But it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
But
just
you
not.
have those kind of friends.
Yeah,
It's good to have those type of friends. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with having those type of friends. I know that Debbie's that friend. Melanie says I'm not that friend. I got my own kids to think about, and that's fair. That's fair. I do have a friend like that. That's not loyalty. That's jeopardy, Pastor Smith.
Uh-huh. But
That's
I
jeopardy.
have my good
But
friend.
Linda said we do not heal well at this. So wait. Before we go
We
any further,
don't. Yeah.
happy belated birthday to Linda. We got to say happy belated birthday to
Happy
Linda.
birthday, Linda.
I think I messed up something, but that's okay. She know. She
It's
know.
all right.
She
Yeah. The
understand. Young
intention
get
was
old.
good.
She said we don't heal well at this age, and you're absolutely right. We don't heal well at this age.
And we too damn old to be going to jail. I like A1 sauce and I like men. And it
Um,
ain't none of that in jail.
Brian says that's my issue. React too fast. 0 to 5,000 split second, and we'll go for mine.
And
Crazy.
that's why, Brian, that's why you need friends like me. I'm like, no, no, no. You're a black man, they gonna shoot your ass. So I need you to we're gonna sit down, we're gonna take a drink, we're gonna woo-saw for a second, and we're gonna lay this thing out.
Debbie says,
Now, what I will do is I'm gonna help you figure out what to do with this situation. Now, I'm not proud of this, but I do have a vindictive side. I do. I because as a Pisces, I'm just letting folks know if they don't know about Pisces. Pisces, most of your serial killers are Pisces, so there's some real. Our minds work real different.
Mimi,
And
don't tell people that because
what? I mean, I ain't done nothing. You got to prove it.
we
But
are.
what I'm saying is, honey, we'll kill somebody and we will join the search party looking for.
Mimi,
We know where it is, and we're gonna divert everybody from that area.
Mimi, stop telling people our stuff. We are a couple of days apart. They're gonna come get us.
They ain't gonna come get me. They gonna, child. When I tell you, I know how far I can go. I ain't gonna do nothing to get caught. Trust me.
So I had a conversation with a client over the weekend. Actually, she just said Pisces are real. And Sandra, I had a conversation with Sandra in the salon on Friday. Friday. And no, it was Saturday, I believe. And so she was saying, I'm the type of person, speaking of herself, and she says, I'm the type of person, I'm loyal. I'm down with you. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. She said, but the thing about it is when you cross me, if you cross me, she said, I will remember everything that you've ever done to me. That it could be in a situation to where she never called you out. She said, but I'm gonna go all the way back. You did this, 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 you did this. And she said, and then I'm done with you. Because she says it takes levels to get to the point to where she's done with you. And I think that's loyalty, because sometimes
I'm gonna disagree.
Why? Let me say why I feel like
you go ahead.
The reason why I feel like that's being a loyal friend is because sometimes we excuse our friends. It's not to say that you don't correct them. And I know that's what you're going to say now because you call them out. No, but what I'm saying is I think that sometimes it's okay to be in friendships, relationships, family ships to where it's okay. You keep going and you keep going. But then there comes a level to where you have to say, you know what? I've had enough. This is enough. That's either we need to have a conversation or we need to walk away from each other. What do you think?
See, as a friend, this happened to me with a very good friend of mine. We had a falling out, and this one, I mean, it got so not on my side, because one thing I don't do, I don't burn bridges easily. Now, when I do burn them, I blow that bitch up, but I don't burn them easily. So sometimes you fall out with your loved ones or your friends or whatever. But what I don't do, and I make it a point not to do, is I don't pull up your past shit.
Okay.
If we friends, we friends, I'm rolling with you. If you done did some shit and I was okay then, I ain't gonna throw it in your face now because I'm mad at you.
Okay.
Now but the thing is, when I am fed up and when I am walking away, ready to walk away, I'm just going to walk, and that's going to hurt you more because I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to bounce. I'm not one to make grand announcements. It's just, this is time. This has run its course, and this is time for me to go because I know how precious I am as a friend. And when you don't have me, you will miss me.
All right. Yes. Sandra says, when I'm done with you, everything comes out. I mean, and that's fair. I think that some people.
It's human. I just said that's for me.
Yeah.
For me, that's not that's not loyalty because it seems like when you keeping a scorecard, because that's what it sounds like. And I've had folks do that, in family and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That if all it takes for us to we really fall out and then you just throw out all of my dirty laundry, that means you wasn't riding with me from the whole time. Your friendship had conditions on it.
Kim says, I'm down for a true friend. You have to be able to take my honesty. I don't go along just to make you happy and I expect the same energy. I think that's a form of loyalty. I agree with you. And Kim is that person. Kim is a true friend. So she will tell me, okay, Lamont, you're wrong. No, I didn't like that. I mean, and so like at work, it'll be like, and so we've had arguments and not really arguments, but we've had disagreements during like meetings.
Man, you done had them talks.
Well, we've had those talks,
But that's the thing. When I love, but this the thing about me. If I love you enough to say something, that's major. Now, if I'm quiet, that means I don't give a fuck.
Mimi, you must know who his wife Bougie, Ro Robinson is. She said, Mimi, I had to do them
Oh,
Washingtons.
I know that's my god sister's family.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. So she said she had to do. Sandra said not a scorecard, but when I'm done with you, you know why. And I agree.
Yeah.
It's okay to tell people, this is why I'm done. This is what you've done to cross lines and boundaries. And so, yeah. Debbie says, I'll never tell anybody's business because I'm mad, because that's not right. Friendship happenings are private. I'll never blast you, even if we fall out.
And that's me. I'm not gonna put your stuff
Good,
out there.
Debbie. That's good. I think that a lot of people don't know how to operate like that. I think that some people get mad and they tick, tick, boom, and when they go tick, tick, boom, it's like an explosion. I tend, and I can own this, I tend to be a person that can be tick, tick, boom. I have started to work. I've been doing the work for a couple of years now on trying not to be that person that will tick, tick, boom. But
Right.
now what I've learned is about Lamont is it's not that I go tick, tick, boom fast, but I have a long, a long fuse. And so the fuse is,
Okay, yeah.
and it may take a while to
You
get
got a lot more patience.
but when it gets to boom, it's not boom, it's bam. Bam, boom, it's over. It's over. I mean, and that's just how I operate. So I want to get to our first thing, family. What do you feel like about family being loyal? How is family supposed to be? What is loyalty with family?
Same thing. It's the same thing. But let me tell you this. Loyalty with family is, to me, it's not just relatives.
Okay.
Because I can choose people to be my family. That they're going to be lifelong, they're going to be at my kids' graduations and weddings, and they're my family. Relatives are not. It's family is not put together by blood.
Mhm.
Period.
Pastor Betty Spencer says you'll need to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. When loyalty,
Mhm.
she says, when loyalty to me is broken, similar to operating in integrity. When it's broken or violated, I'm forgiving but moving on in silence. Although loving from a distance, just me. That's
Yeah,
that's deep. Loving from a distance.
that's real talk.
Is it still possible to love whenever someone has violated your loyalty or violated your trust? Is it still possible to love that person from a distance? Can you love them? I know that's the godly thing to do, but
For
as
me, no, I'm done.
I know, so that's
When
why
I'm done,
I wanted to bring that
I'm
up.
done.
Is it still possible?
It's possible for some people, not this one here.
You can't
And
love.
that's something I have to work on. When I cut your ass off, you are cut off. It's like you were never breathing in my
You were
presence.
never breathing.
You don't, I won't bring up your name. I'm not going to put you down. I'm not going to do none of that. You just don't exist in my
Ooh.
world.
Miss V gets me in trouble, but Miss V says, I'm loyal to the end, but when you cross me, your mother never had you. God dog, Miss
That's
Miss V,
real
that cut
talk.
deep. That cut
But
deep.
I mean, but that's my cousin, and me and her are close, but we are a lot alike.
I won't keep
Because the thing is,
talking.
if you're in my life, is nothing is off limits to you.
Mhm, mhm.
If I rock with you that hard, if I ain't got it, you know how I hustle. We gonna get out and we gonna make it happen.
We're
But
gonna
when
get it.
I'm done with you, I'm
Mhm.
done with you. Period.
So with family, you hear about family. You hear about family like talking about the other family members. Like when other people are not around, and then when that family member walk in the room, everybody's like, "Ooh," and you see that at family reunions how there's cliques still in the family, and you have this certain family member will be over here, and when this one come in, they talk about this one or this or that. So is that loyalty?
Well, I don't entertain that. You know it ain't loyalty. That don't even need to be asked.
Eh,
That's a mess. That's messy.
That's
And
mess.
one thing I don't do messy, because my thing is, if you this is my rule. If I say it If you hear me say it, I have already said it to them.
Mhm.
Period.
Mhm. So I know that a lot of times in families, we have those family members that will, there are family members that will like disown other family members because of certain things that have happened, or they're
Listen,
mad, or
I
things.
come from that.
You come from that.
I have my mother has 12 brothers and sisters.
Hmm.
And when I tell you I only like maybe four of them.
God dog. Out of
Yeah.
12?
Well, five. I'll say five.
Okay. That's better. That's a better number.
Well, I mean, it's still, it's rough.
Okay.
But when I tell you, they have some of the pettiest arguments, and they have been like from when they was kids, and everybody's in their like 60s and 70s.
Miss B is just vicious. We had a family
Mhm.
member. We already gave her a funeral and a repast. God dog, and
Hey,
we're still alive.
sometimes that's what you got to do for your own peace.
I
Because
agree.
my thing is, you can't be no doormat. Just like I had a talk with my cousin the other day. He was in from Texas, and he's so angry
Mhm.
about he's almost 60 years old. So angry about his father passed away last year, and it was one of my favorite uncles
Mhm.
passed away. Now, granted, my uncle he got stuff together later on in life because he had his own issues. I mean, he was always a provider and stuff like that, but like emotionally, like he's one of them that he would do for other people's kids, or he was more proud and boast about other people's kids than his own.
Uh-huh.
So my cousin got all of these issues, and then he had an issue with my uncle's wife
Mhm.
and her son a few years ago. Now, mind you, this a few years ago, everybody's still over 50. And he says, well, and this was my particular aunt, she let her son disrespect me. And I'm looking at him, I said, what? I said, what you mean she let her disrespect you? He said, I said, well, tell me what happened. So he said, the guy said to him, well, what kind of work do you do? He said, I'm a mechanic. He said, so where do you work? He works out. He was a mechanic at Exxon.
Mhm.
And so he was like, what kind of woman going, because this woman was there. Said, what kind of woman going to be with a man that work at a gas station? And I said, but that's the thing. And he makes good money. And the other one drove trucks. So he need that damn master mechanic. But this my thing. I told him, I said, because he went ramble on and on. And then he looked at me like, see, wouldn't you had done it? I said, no, my son is grown.
Mhm.
So I said, that's on you. You're a grown man. If you felt some kind of way, you should have checked that shit right then and there. I said, because that's why I don't have those issues. Because people don't come at me the wrong way because they be like, I don't know what this bitch gonna say. And when I fight, I do not fight fair. So if I'ma say your shit out, because I do know a whole lot of folks' business, but I'm gonna keep it to the cup. But if we're not friends and you come for me, I'm gonna lay your shit bare. And I
So,
don't.
so you gonna
But
lay
that's
on.
why I don't have those issues.
So, okay. So, like what you're explaining in family, I get it. I understand. A lot of
Mhm.
people feel like that other people allow people in the family to do certain things to them, or they allow them to be disrespectful. I've been guilty of that. I've often said to um, my mom, you let your sister say this or you let her say this. I remember growing up as kids, how she would degrade us as kids and tell us, that we were never going to be anything. We were called the loop lock kids, meaning that her kids, because she was married to she had a military husband, they would often travel a whole lot. And so what she
Mhm.
would do is she would go around. And so when the clothes got too little for her kids, but they would give them to us. I mean, and so it was like clothes. You remember when Coca-Cola came out, the Coca-Cola shirts? You remember when everybody was rocking those and they was real expensive back in the day?
Yeah.
The Coca-Cola shirts and things of that nature. They would always give us the hand-me-downs because she would be off in England and be off and everywhere, and so they would bring stuff to us, but it was always degrading. And I remember how I felt, because I was like, well, why don't you say anything to her? Why don't you say anything? And
I mean, what would she say?
yeah, oh, she was. I mean, it was just so hurtful. Like we were never good enough, because our kids always had one up on us because they were experiencing life. They were traveling, they were doing things, and she would be like, "Oh, Linda, your kids, they loot lop kids. They ain't got this, so let's give this to them, or let's do this, y'all. They ain't never ate here. They ain't never had this, y'all. They not used to this. They not used to that." And when I grew up we weren't well off, but we were okay, middle class Black family. We were okay. We weren't poor. We weren't broke, but it was just things like that became degrading. And what she was going to do, Miss B, what she would do is it was often that she would shift the whole family dynamics. Whenever we came around, it was just like everybody in the family would start saying stuff then, because of, how she lived. But looking at her now and looking at things now, it's kind of like,
I mean, see, with my mom, but see, your mother's a lovely woman. She's not confrontational.
right.
And part of that, because when you have kids, you don't have time to be, what word am I looking? Humility is kids will humble you. That's what I'm saying.
They really,
So the thing is, hey, your mama said, keep giving us that expensive. You keep buying all that expensive shit. Give it to my damn kids so they look good. They got clothes. That's money I keep in my damn pocket.
Yeah, I mean, up until we got a little bit.
I would be like, bitch, keep your shit. I don't need your regular ass clothes. I said, I would say I'm paying your husband's. I'm paying his daggone salary.
But
with my taxes. So but everybody is not built to fight like that. And mine, I wasn't always like this. Because like I've always said, a bitch is born. She is not made. This mouth was born out of necessity.
Wrong. You said, I thought you always said a bitch is made, not born. What do you say?
No. I said a bitch is not born. She is made.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just said it different.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Nobody comes out like this. You get to this point after taking so much shit, and then you decide, I'm not taking your shit. You're gonna be the one walking around mad because it ain't gonna be me.
I agree. I mean, I think I'll never forget at a family setting that we had, and I always just believe in just telling the truth. Now, I used to hide a lot of stuff because I wanted people to view me a certain way. Now I don't even care.
You wanted people to like you.
I did, and so like now it's like you get what you get. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't care. And so there was this family gathering that we had, and I'll never forget. It was at my sister's house, and that was the first time that I had really confronted my molester's mother. I wrote a letter, but then it was here, that she had just got so disrespectful.
That bitch. When I say you don't ever, because I'm going to the wedding and down with you. If that bitch gonna be, don't let me know who it is, please.
And so she was so disrespectful at my sister's house. And I will never forget it. And she was just like, everything was just gay. Lamont gay. Lamont did this. Lamont's gay. I mean, it was just like a gathering. And everything was just like, and he.
Well, her son was gay with you.
And so that was what I said. I finally said it. I had enough courage to say it. And so my uncle, I will never forget it. And I was just like, when I said it, I was just like, well, it was your son that was doing it to me. And I didn't say that how I said it was.
I
said it was fucking me. That's what I said. And so my uncle stopped. And my uncle was so cool, y'all. He is just like so laid back. And he was just like, what? He said, I didn't know about nobody was fucking on nobody in this family. What's going on? And so it went from that to everybody was just like, yeah. I mean, it just went crazy. But that was when I got liberated from wanting to be accepted by my family. That was the first part of it. And, I didn't speak to the family for a while. It was about probably 3 or 4 months because I got in my car and I drove off and I just said I was done.
Oh, you did a good job. We can go do this.
What it taught me was that you don't have to be quiet all the time. It's okay to speak up for yourself. And a lot of people will feel like that just because we're Christians, or just because you have a calling on your life, or just because you're supposed to be here and not there, you're supposed to rise above. Listen, you're a human. You are human. It's okay. It is okay to let a person know how you feel. It's okay to let a person know that they've crossed boundaries. It's okay to say, hey, I don't like what you've been doing. I don't care for it. And you can dismiss yourself from them. You can walk away. It's okay. But people have made this thing, and you know, I get on to my mom all the time. And she's my mother. Listen, I love Linda. I love me some Linda. I love me some Linda Ford. I do. But yesterday, my mom, she just like kind of ran me hot on the phone, because it was just like, I was at church and I smelled a little liquor on her. I said, you smelled a what? She said, I smelled a little liquor on her. I said, Mama, how do you know how much you smelled? And she was just like, well, it just smelled like a little bit. Maybe she wasn't really drunk. Mama, stop trying to find the good in her. She was drunk when she came to church.
You good, because I would have been like, you wanted something, didn't you? You wanted a little time.
I'm just like, she come out, well, I just smelled a little bit. Mama, how do you know what a little bit is, girl? Stop saying you smelled a little bit and just say, I smelled liquor on her. She was drunk. You know, that's the reason why she acted out at church. It's okay. It's okay.
It happens.
You know, but this family thing, I have a problem with unloyal family.
But let me tell you that before we move on to there, when he's talking about the Christian piece, and folks expect Christians to be all kumbaya, folks keep forgetting it's another part of the Bible. Everything wasn't always calm. God got in some folks' ass and struck them dead, and then you had other folks hitting other folks upside the head with rocks and shit. Everything wasn't turned of a cheek. Some shit was an eye for an eye. See, but everybody owned, and see, that's the problem I be having with church folk. I ain't talking about Christians, I'm talking about church folk. When they take certain parts of the Bible and they twist it for their own agenda, their own little ideals. Now read the whole text and then tell what you did.
So listen, my friend Fred, I have a friend that lives in Amarillo, Texas, and I have to shout him out tonight. I was on the phone with my friend Fred. We've been friends for over 30 years. And so I was on the phone with Fred today, and he said, you know what? The show is tonight, right? And I was like, yeah. So he watches the show. His sister Diane watches the show, and his mother sometimes sneaks and watches the show, Miss Ruby. So she'll be on it. Well, I mean, she don't sneak, because like
I got you.
Some stuff is too much for her, you know, and so she'll watch it sometimes or whatever. And he said, and Fred is a diehard. He's saved, sanctified. He's a deacon in the church. He's a choir director. And he said today on the show, he said, you know what? I love Mimi. And I was like, what? He was like, I love Mimi. He said, Mimi be saying stuff that, you know, we be thinking as church people. We be wanting to say it. He said, but we just can't say it, you know. And I was like, well, you can say it, Fred. I said, you can say it. He's like, nah, I can't say what Mimi be saying. He said, because Mimi be using some words that I'd be like, He was like, Mimi be using some words. So Mimi, I want to tell you tonight, you inspire people.
I'm glad. I'm glad, child. I'm glad I got some type of purpose here. I be trying to figure shit out.
You inspire people with your truth. So my thing with unloyal family members, I think that it's already hard for family to come together. It's already hard because there's so many differences in the family, you know. And I agree with you, Nikon. Is that how you say your name? And so I agree. You know, it's already hard for family to come together.
Yeah.
It's hard because you have so many underlying issues. And a lot of the unloyal family parts come from family secrets. That's where it comes from. Yeah. Secrets. Whenever there's been some stuff that has happened in the family and people try to hide it and they suppress it, it makes other people feel some type of way. Baby,
that's what people don't want their dirty laundry aired. That's what it is.
That's what it is. And so my thing is, whenever you have these situations in the family, it's you need to have conversations. It's okay to have a conversation. I mean, have the conversation and 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 um bye, Melanie. Have a good night. And so it's okay to have these conversations, and you move on. But I think
But
that's
let me tell you this, and I know that you might not. We probably ain't gonna agree on this. Family don't owe you shit. Cause ain't nobody. I didn't ask to be born. I was born because my parents had a good damn night, and their parents had a good night. Everybody, and they just happened to be the parents happen to be brothers and sisters of the other folks that done had good times. They don't owe you anything just because they were born to, this set of kids was born to my mother's sibling. They don't owe me. They don't owe me nothing.
okay.
Period. We just got the same blood flowing through our veins. Now
Mm,
it's all kind of personalities. Some you ain't going just because you my cousin don't mean I like you. Just because I'm your cousin don't mean you like my ass.
true.
So it's not family don't all automatically come with this loyal gene.
Mm,
Because some people don't know how to be that. Some people don't know how to be a friend. Some people they just not, they're standoffish. They're not want to, they don't do people well. Which is that my aunt used to shoot. ah, but guess what? It's all right.
It's all right.
Because my thing is the people that I'm loyal to are folks that are loyal to me. Period.
So I had a situation happen with a family member that, and I'm still trying to figure out if I want to say something to her and I know I just said, and I'm contradicting myself because I said, it's okay to have a conversation. But she went to my
No, it's baby steps. You, I
mom.
mean, you just getting out the mustard seed ministry. It's levels to this.
And
Now
so,
I'm happy about what happened the other day because you was able to. But see, your thing, I want you to get to that point with being calm. Your stuff come out when you get mad.
is that
Folk
what?
got to really, really push you, and then you're gonna talk about their mama, their mama's mom, and this shit is gonna be ancestry.com. You going down the line. So I want you to get to that point. But you'll get to that point where you just like, calm, just like, you know what? I don't know. I'm not doing that.
Mind your, I ain't gonna say that anymore. I got in trouble last time. Mind your,
I mean, hey, it is what you want me to say it? Because I will.
because I'm
I ain't-
grown. Listen, I'm grown. So the thing with family, this situation that happened with a relative that I love dearly, she
Right.
went to my mom, and it was just like she thought she was in exposing a secret about Lamont, and so like my mama came back to me and was just like, "And what is this?" And I was just like, "Mama, that ain't even what happened, child." But my thing is, you are 60, almost 70 years old. Why are you calling my mama with foolishness?
But this is what I need you to do, because this is something though. You need to go and confront her. And this is what I would say. When you went to my mother, what was your motivation? What were you looking to accomplish?
Okay.
And just shut up and see how she gonna squeal and squirm and try to talk her way out of that. That'll let you know right then and there. Because see, sometimes what I see in you allow people in your space, and everybody don't deserve to be around you.
I do. Look
See,
at
I
you.
don't. I don't do that. That's why I don't have them type of
Okay.
cars. Because that's Jerron. Yeah, you can
Eric.
do that too. Because my thing, because see, this month up, because I had a aunt. My aunt Sheila was the devil. Oh, she was a shepherd for the devil. She did. I'm not even gonna say God rest her soul, because I don't even think she with God. But she was mean to me. I mean, she couldn't stand my ass, and I couldn't stand her back. I was respectful,
Where is she?
but huh?
Where is she now?
I don't know where she is. She not on earth. I can't tell you where she is. Mm-mm. You know. But I mean, she was God awful.
Wow.
Period. And when she passed, I didn't feel anything. I mean nothing. I wasn't conflicted about nothing. I mean nothing.
You didn't feel nothing, Mimi?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
I didn't.
That's deep.
But I love her daughter. Now the daughter that she treated like shit,
Hmm.
she was horrible to her. And this was the same daughter that was there till the very end. And I went to the funeral because I love my cousin that much. Now her, I ride for.
I think you told me this story. Didn't she just die like a couple of years ago, this woman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on to friends. Loyal friends. Do you believe that friends can be sometimes Jeremy said, that's how I felt when my grandfather died. Baby, we went to Vegas the same.
Sometimes you go to people's funerals just to make sure their ass is dead. And that's real talk. Because when I tell you at that funeral, I'm not lying. It seemed like they had to bring in strangers. Now, and the thing is, and this is what I know, I don't care how terrible a person is, somebody loves them. Somebody does. They had to bring people in to say stuff about the people ain't and I know these people ain't know her because they couldn't even pronounce her name right. It was terrible.
Do you
And I
believe?
remember it was a lady, me and my brother were sitting together, and it was a lady behind me, and they was saying, "Oh, she was, all this good stuff," and me and my brother looking at each other like, "What the fuck is they talking about?" Right? So one thing they said, it just made me chuckle because I said, they really didn't know her. I'm laughing like this. I'm just like, oh my God. The lady behind me, like, put her hand on my shoulder, tell me, it's all right, sugar, let it out. I was like, this lady really don't know. She was horrible to me. Horrible. I mean, horrible. And that's a whole nother show. I ain't even gonna talk about
Okay,
that no more. But
so let
yeah,
me ask you a question. Do you think that friends can sometimes be closer than family members?
absolutely. Because this is the thing. Your family members, they are assigned by blood. Your friends are chosen
They
by
are.
you.
They are.
Yeah. Because
Let me,
half the time they don't like their damn family neither. That's why sometimes that's what you bond over.
Miss B, they put her at her grandfather's funeral. Miss B is a mess. So, Mimi,
Yeah.
Mimi, so do you think that you've ever made bad choices in friends?
Early on, absolutely.
Early on. Early on. So
Early
you
on. Not now. No.
okay.
Uh-uh.
What's up, Africa? What's
Hey
up,
girl.
Africa?
Yeah, not now. I choose
Okay.
it very wisely. But a lot of lessons I had to learn hard.
So, what is your definition of a friend?
A friend to me is the same thing about being loyal. It's somebody that when I'm going through, because
What's up,
and let me
Kat?
let me say this. You got different levels of friends.
Mhm.
You have some friends that you just go out. I mean, they your friend, but you go and you just kiki, y'all just have the real fun. And then you have
There's
certain friends.
Diane. Mimi, Diane on here. Fred's sister on here. What's up, Diane?
Hey. And you got some friends that you can like when you really going through something.
Mhm.
Those are friends you call because it's just different levels. It's not that they don't. All my friends rock with me the same way, but everyone serves a different need
Okay.
within in the realm of our friendship.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That you have different friends for different situations, but everybody rocks
Mhm.
together. I agree. I never thought that some of my clients, whenever you're offering services to people and people are patronizing you, that you become friends and you become family.
Yeah, we
I,
spend more time with them than we do our family members
you
because
know,
you see them every week, every 2 weeks.
you do, and it becomes you form this type of bond that you feel like that is inseparable.
Yeah.
I have clients that that I used to do in Texas. they watch the show, they support, and things of that nature. They check on me. Stephanie Hill, who is like my second mom. She tells everybody, that's my son, things of that nature, and so when you find people that rock with you on that level, that is a form of loyalty. But I do think that there's always a Judas in the bunch. What I mean about that, I think that you need a Judas in your life. Everybody needs a Judas in their life. I don't
Yeah, I
necessarily
need you to explain that one for me. What?
I don't necessarily believe that the Judases have to be as close as possible to you, but I think that you need some haters. Judas was a hater. I think that you need haters. Haters motivate you. Haters tell you, okay, you're doing something right. I think it's okay to have a hater in your life. I'm
You
not
know what? I
saying
don't have them in my life. Haters for me, my haters are bystanders. I don't let them close.
you don't let them close.
It's always gonna be somebody hating, and it don't have to be anything that you have tangible.
Right.
It has nothing to do with that. Some people gonna hate on you just for the way people love you.
You're absolutely right. Or
They're
how they
gonna hate on you because you like yourself, that you
right.
can sit in a room at night by yourself and not be disgusted because it's just you and the quiet in there. Some people gonna hate on you because you okay, like me and my arms and these thighs, child. I want to get them off, but bitch, I'm okay with them. You
Mhm,
know,
mhm,
I mean, life ain't gonna be over with. I mean, I'm gonna rock what I need to rock at for whatever. But I like me genuinely. So you're gonna have people that hate on you for all different reasons. It's
mhm,
so people. You have no idea. People, you have so many people that are jealous of you.
mhm.
And folks will be like, I don't understand what I don't have nothing. It's not about your money, it ain't about your checkbook. It's about the fact that you okay with you. And that is something to envy. That at the end of the day, bitch, it can just be me in this room and I'm good.
And you
I
good.
don't need
And
nobody to
you good.
validate me. I don't need to be out with every day gonna body, be seen and have everybody telling me, that I look good and all that. Bitch, I tell myself.
Hey, you do. You
You
do.
already know, child. Let me
Now,
tell y'all what I do in the morning. I mean, we're gonna move on, but in the morning, when I get dressed, child, I flirt with myself in the mirror. Oh my God.
what you say to me?
Honey,
Tell me.
sometimes I be like, "Girl, stop looking at me. Oh my God. Like, girl, you making me blush. Like, oh my goodness. Child, you got to be in tune with your star player, period.
Uh-huh.
If people don't fuck with you, so what?
You
You a
know,
child of God. He ain't making none of you're not supposed to blend in. You supposed to stand out. Period.
she said they hate on my hair and even her teeth. I know that's right, Miss B. You got
That's
good teeth.
right.
She got good teeth.
That one there, honey, when that thing gets together, child, hold on, I will tell this quick little story. She invited us to this little drag dinner birthday thing. Child,
Mhm.
so she done sent us these little pink sweatshirts, right? We supposed to wear. This bitch comes in with a damn she got a daggone cape on with I said now hold on. when like I swear I said I said where is you going? We look like we was gonna look like the damn hell. But that's how but you know what? But it's so fun because that's just who she is.
Uh-huh.
That's just who she is, period. And you just gotta celebrate folks in their own, individuality.
You do. I have learned to love myself. I was really, really, really hard on myself because I often heard that I was ugly. I often heard that I was
Who the hell said that?
I often heard that I was ugly. I often heard that I was dumb and I was stupid. So those used to be trigger words for me, because people used to say it so much. And it was said in the family. And so a lot of things, have become, they were triggers to where like when people would say it, it would
Right.
hurt. But like now it's just like, oh, okay, that's what you think. It's all good.
But
We
that ain't what they think. They trying to what I have found that people do. they people deflect.
Mm-hmm.
So how they're truly feeling, that's what they try to put on you because
Mm-hmm.
they want you to feel as shitty as they feel.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
I get that.
Because okay, no, honey, when I tell you Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see your ass ain't ugly. People can say some shit about you. They can't call your ass ugly. They can't. They cannot.
Yeah. So the thing about it is, listen to me, Mimi. With friends, so we both admitted that we've made some bad choices. Well, I never admitted, but I think that over the years I've made bad choices. And then my thing has always been not speaking up. And you've always told me, Lamont, you don't speak up enough. You don't ever say, when you're feeling some type of way. And I hold
Mhm.
it in, and I don't ever let it out. And it took me to go to counseling to understand that I can't hold that stuff in because then I become self-destructive. Because I
Absolutely.
start hurting myself. Um,
Yeah.
and so what I've learned in the past couple of years, and I'll say this because, and I try not to give this a lot of power over my life, but throughout this experience, going through a divorce and things like that, I've learned that I made bad choices in friends, not just in because of the divorce, but it's because how the divorce has been treated. I'll say that. No one
I,
should.
I would say it's even deeper than that. It honestly, that stuff, making those bad decisions by friends, that honestly that stems from that past sexual abuse.
I
That
didn't
see, no, but I'm just saying, people don't realize it changes everything
Mhm.
about you. It changes the way you make decisions, the way you make friends, stuff that you will accept. Because part of you feel ashamed and you feel dirty and you feel
Mhm.
like, well, maybe, what was I giving off? Because
Right,
that used to be my question myself. And it was like, man, shit, that ain't you, that's them.
right.
So it has nothing. It's part of being it's part of growth,
It
period.
is. It is. I
And
mean,
that's just all it is. You're not gonna know when only way you're gonna know that you done got good people is by picking the wrong ones. You like, I don't want this shit no more. Or you know what it look like. I mean, and that's nothing to bash yourself or put yourself down about. Everybody has done it. At some point, and if anybody say they haven't, they lying.
Miss B is a
That's
man.
right.
Thank you, Miss B. Thank you. And I didn't say that because I want people to tell me, "Oh, you look
No,
good."
but boy, stop. But stop making excuses. Shit, if you want to say, "Damn it, I'm fine," it's okay. Go ahead. It's all right. We
Okay.
already know you fine because the way you be taking them damn pictures and giving everybody your sexy smirk on every day. There it is. There it is. Every daggone picture is that.
That's that picture. That's it. I'm gonna change my picture up. I'm gonna just.
Don't change it up. But all I'm saying is, you don't owe nobody nothing,
I don't. And I
and
learned.
nobody does.
I've learned that. Like I said, here lately, it's been to this point to where it's just been like, you know what? I don't have to take that. I don't have to take this. I don't have to take that. Even as far as business is concerned, all money is not good money.
No, it's not.
All money is not good money. And
Especially, and I just want to say something out there, just in case somebody watching. When you got a stylist that is gracious enough to put your ass on a payment plan, you need to behave. Period. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just don't need to open your mouth. It's all right.
you know what?
It
I
is what it is.
It is what it is. I think that, even in doing business, all money is not good money. And so here lately, even though it is COVID, even though that, people are trying to gather money and trying to make it and things of that nature, I'm dismissing clients. There, there,
Absolutely.
there are some things. There are some things that I just don't want in my space. There are some people that I just don't want in my space. There's some people that ain't got no edges that I'm not trying to create edges for. I'm just not doing it no more. I'm tired. I'm tired. And so when you've been in the game long enough, like we've been in there, when you've been in the game, like we've been in the game, Mimi, it comes to
Mhm.
a point where you just don't have to do that. And so,
No,
so
absolutely not.
You know,
Absolutely not. And when you are on a payment plan, you need to behave. You can't come and be making demands and breaking bad. Cause now you have to wait until you gather till your pay till not this payday, but the free one. See, you working with folks. See, no. When you do that, you have to humble yourself. And see that right there, she learned. She learned. She did.
she learned.
She learned.
So, my boss, she said, "Oh, behave." So, my boss, shut about head. Oh, Jared,
Child.
and Yolanda on her.
But I mean, that's real talk. One did bad business, and one, yes, she did. Absolutely. It's no way. Because the thing is, we ain't gonna get all into it because they're not worth all that energy. But when she sold that unit, because we know sometimes you get a bad batch of hair. You supposed to make good on that. They ain't supposed to come back out of pocket because the shit ain't supposed to look like that after no couple of weeks. I don't care if you in there breakdancing on your damn hair. It's not supposed to look like that. Period. So that one needs to learn how to do better business. And the other one, well, she already learned. She learned a lot of lessons. So, hopefully she'll be better to the next one. And no, I'm not sorry for what I'm saying. I ain't saying nobody's names. It's just some folk on here know who I'm talking about. But I don't take kindly to nobody messing over somebody that I love. Period. And that was one of the ones I told her she wasn't right from the beginning. Did I not?
Which one?
Both of them. Did I not? You always making excuse. Oh, no, she all right. I say,
You know,
okay.
Mimi,
And I would tell, and what would I tell you? Y'all be doing shit. Don't invite me out with them bitches. I'm not going.
you do.
I did because your friends ain't my friends. They wasn't even your friends. But I
Right.
wanted you, because remember that other situation about the marriage. And what did I tell you about that when I said no, you need to give her another shot? I said because she really your friend. She just made a mistake.
You did say that
I
about
did. I said no, that one is quality. I said no. I said you don't throw that one away because that one really ride for you. I said but that other one. Spray some bitch be gone. Poof. Yeah.
You know what? There's no love lost though with me. I'm this person. You know, you said what you said, you meant what you said, and so I'm good. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but baby, when I say deleted me off Facebook, uh,
Good.
Instagram, everything, and I'm just
But
like,
that's
oh,
my thing. If we're not friends in real life, we don't need to be friends on the computer. Period.
but wait, why you still want to be friends with the kids? Why you we're still friends with Josiah? No, we're not doing
First
that.
of
Just
all, and I'm gonna say this to you as your friend. And I'm not going, I'm just saying this is not a put down for you, but you can't have everybody around your damn kids.
you're
And
right.
when you are a damn near 60-year-old woman and you showing your twat in public at the bar, that's not who you need to have in your space around your children. Period. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. Yeah. So that wasn't for her. That was for you in the future. You can't have everybody. Everybody is not worthy of the aunt title or the even the miss. Don't have everybody around in your space.
I'm learning, Mimi.
I know, but that's what I'm here for. I'm your friend that's gonna tell you the truth because I don't want you. I don't because that picture you showed me, and I wasn't surprised. I was not surprised.
Before I ever ask for credit payments or none of that. You know, listen, Calling Gate, I'm dead. Mimi, you know what? It is what it is.
It
Now,
is what it is. I'm about to say, don't you dare try to, because everything I said, is solid. Because I'm not going. One thing as your friend, I'm not going to tell you nothing. I'm not going to tell you nothing wrong. I'm not. I'm not even vindictive. Because like I say, I don't like all your damn friends, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not. I'm not that girl. Just like, okay, well, I'm just. Yeah, yeah, B. That was. It was. It was a mess. A hot mess.
so, oh my gosh. I I don't even know where to go from here, Mimi.
Shit, what we was talking about friends and being loyal and yeah, this all, but this is in the conversation. You have to be careful who you allow in your space.
You do.
Period.
I totally agree. I think that you need to be careful.
Because you don't want your side bringing nothing like that home. You do not.
No,
And when and honestly, and I'm just being 100. When you have certain people that you have around your kids, you're telling them that these are the type of people that you can emulate,
you're right.
or
What you're
this
doing.
is what is acceptable to bring home. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I'm not even, when I say I'm like the most non-judgmental person, but it's just certain things that you ain't supposed to do. And if you are not getting paid on stage to dance on a pole, I shouldn't see your vagina. Period. Just
My Lord. Friends or associates?
yeah. But we know what that was. That was a straight associate that was disguised as a friend.
Well, I think that we
No,
had
that's
friend
what it was.
moments. I think that we had friend moments. I will say that. There were some friends.
No,
I think
no.
that I
Let me
think
tell you. I'm gonna tell you why though. And see, this is a teachable moment right here. Sometimes you can be a friend to them, but they are with you long enough to see what they can get from you, and that relationship benefited her. It
mhm.
didn't benefit you. It didn't.
Okay.
Well, I mean, but did it? I wait. I'm
I'm
telling
thinking.
you.
I'm thinking it really did. I mean,
I know it didn't, but I
so
mean,
when
I
you
was
look
just
at loyalty,
human.
so when you're looking at the loyal part of a friendship, I think that I'm not the type of friend. So let me explain who I am. I'm not the type of friend just because you don't like a person, I'm not going to like them. That's not
Right.
who I am. Now, what I am going to do is if I'm with Mimi, I'm riding with Mimi. It is what it is. I'm not going to be disrespectful to the other person. I may speak to him or
And
whatever.
know what I want you to.
Right. But then if there is a beef between Mimi and this individual, I'm not going to insert myself in between the beef and make the beef bigger because that doesn't make me a friend. That makes me
Mhm.
messy. That makes me, wanting to keep stuff up. And that's not saying that I'm a friend to my friend either. That's just saying that I'm just a shit starter. I just want to keep something going, and that's
Mhm.
not cool. That's not cool.
No.
And so what I've learned about some people. And so this is one of the reasons why I think I have so many walls up is because when you find that person that you start sharing stuff with, and it's just like, oh, I'm gonna share this, or I'm gonna tell this person this, and they use that gun that you've given them, and they start shooting you in the back of
Mhm.
that gun, or start shooting you in your legs to cripple you, so that other people can get you. That is death by friendly fire. And that's not
Mhm.
cool at all. That's not cool at all. When you have a
No.
friend or a family member that is using things against you that you've given to them, that's not what loyalty is. Loyalty is saying that if I give you this gun, you're going to put this gun up. You're going to put this gun, you're going to hold this gun. And if we need to use it to defend me, then that's what we're going to use it for. But we're never going to shoot me with the gun that I gave you. That ain't cool.
Mm-mm.
That ain't cool.
But that's why it's important to know who you letting in your space.
You really, really, really do. You really, really do. But and then I don't think that we do. You know, we talked about. You remember on Real Housewives of Atlanta when Cynthia gave them the friend contract. You know,
Child, yes.
and see, you're like, oh, child, why she did it? But I get why Cynthia had the friendship contract. Now, I don't think that it made sense at that moment, but I can see why she listed out her stipulations as a friend, what was important to her. And I think that that's the problem in relationships, that we don't tell people what our stipulations are as in being a friend. I know what it takes to be Mimi's friend. I
Mm-hmm.
know, I know what it takes to be Kim's friend. Kim has explained that to me. We've sat down and we've talked, and I know what it takes to be Kim's friend. I know what it takes to be Yolanda's friend. I know what it takes to be Brandon's friend. I know because we've had those conversations. But I
Right.
think that sometimes whenever you develop a friendship, because everybody's not being honest and you're not telling the truth,
That's the problem.
that's the
People
problem.
not honest. Everybody got their rep.
Right.
Even a job got a 90-day probation period.
Right. I
Why
agree.
as soon as you meet somebody, oh, this is my friend. No, it's not.
No.
You
Mm-mm.
have to prove yourself. And
Mhm.
honestly, where I watch folks like me and my girl that's on it, Pastor Betty, we both, when I tell you we cut from the same cloth, I swear that cloth been discontinued. It has. We watched each other. We was watching each other for probably over a year.
Mhm.
See, it was like because because we take friendship that serious.
Mhm.
I don't throw that word around.
I used to, but I don't anymore. There's a
No.
I remember my friend Adalphi, her name is Adalphi, we call her AJ. And it took years for us to become as close as we are now. And it was one of those situations where I was just like, and she was like, and so it went on and on and on. But then now, it's one of those situations to where I can call her and tell her anything, and then she can tell me anything, and we know it stays with each other. But not only that, she can correct me when I'm wrong, and it's not hard to do it. It's gonna be like, Lamont, I just don't think that was right. I just don't think you should have handled that. Like, even with situations that have been happening with me, I can call her and be like, hey, this happened. So was I wrong? I
Mm.
asked you. I said, Mimi, was I wrong? And you were just
Mm-hmm.
like, no, I don't think you were wrong. That was disrespectful what they did. It was just
You did way better than I would have done. I'm no for real. For real.
I think that people, that's what friends are for. And that's loyalty, is being able to correct your friend when they're wrong, or correct a family member when they're wrong, and still correct them in love and be there to support them, to help them get better. I don't think that you should bash a person without giving them a solution. If you bring a,
No,
if
but
we're
it's not bashing. If you're correct, if you're telling me, see, as a friend, and this is the kind of people I have around me, my friends can check me. They can't, because I know they're not. I know that they're not out to hurt me or embarrass me or belittle me. I
Mhm,
know whatever they're telling me is for my own good.
mhm,
Now, you're not always gonna like it. Don't nobody want to hear nothing negative about themselves.
mhm,
However, if it's a true friendship, this person, if they're saying this, that's when you like, you know what? They saying it, that maybe I need to reassess some stuff and
right,
look deep,
right.
because this person is not out. They ride for me. They on my side.
Mhm, mhm. I totally agree. I think that we have to learn how to ride. I like what you said in the beginning of the conversation. Whenever I said, "So you that friend that's ride or die," and you was like, "I'll get in the car. I'll get in the car, but we're gonna discuss. What's going on. What we
What's the destination? Yeah, because
let's talk about this. Let's try to
yeah.
figure out something else. Let's do this." I agree with you, Leslie. It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Brings up some more conversations for me, because let's use the word. Let's talk about the word bitch.
Yeah.
Amongst friends. Um,
The Adrian, she already told us she like, I don't play with that
yeah,
Texas.
Adrian. Yeah, Adrian said that at work, and she meant that.
Oh,
And you told her, you was just like, but you know what I said? It's just like, she
She
said,
said, "Now y'all different." She said, "That's
"Mm,
y'all personality." I said,
I don't play like that, you know." But then, like, amongst friends, the word bitch has now become a word of endearment. It's just kind of like, hey, girl, or hey, friend, or
"Yeah,"
it's one of
but it
those.
depends who's saying it.
And that's what Leslie was just saying. It's not
It does.
what you say, it's how you say it. You can't
Hmm.
say, you can't say in a heated argument,
Oh
and you
yeah, no.
can't say, oh bitch. And like
Well, see,
you
now mine can be like I already told you. You can call me bitch. I ain't gonna get mad. It's the adjectives before. You can't call me no fat bitch. You can't say no dirty bitch. You can't say no
go bald headed.
nasty bitch. See, it's the adjectives for me. Like, oh, this what we doing? So it's like, okay, gloves off. Then I'm talking about your lazy eye and all kind of shit that don't nobody know. We're not ready to say it. Ain't no point in getting this surprise. But that's what I'm saying. We know when it's done, when it's just real friendly, when it's staying.
It's the adjectives.
Yeah.
I think that it comes back to saying that loyalty. But you should know that about your friend. You should know
Yes,
that.
you should.
You should know that. You just don't go
But I
there.
ain't gonna lie, sometimes a bitch gonna and I'm gonna tell you, I'm very good at picking, but sometimes I'm not gonna say it ain't gonna happen. Sometimes a bitch gonna surprise you. You be like, well, I don't know, is this bitch going through something? Or is this a character flaw that I missed? So
Mm.
that's when you got to do some, you know, some soul searching. But also you have friends that come and go for different seasons.
I agree. I agree
Because
that you have
sometimes
friends in your life.
it has run its course and it's
Mhm.
just time to, you needed a friend for a period in your life. That person served their purpose. Everybody ain't meant to go along for the ride,
I
the long term.
I agree. I totally agree with that. And as a person that is learning to dissolve, things, people, places, items, is one of those things to where you just learn to like, this ain't supposed to go. This is not supposed to be here. Yeah, I feel
Friendship ain't supposed to be hard.
it's not.
Now, some marriage can be difficult, difficult times, but friendship ain't supposed to be hard. It's not.
But I will say this. I have friends that I have not spoken to. Like Fred. Fred is like one of my best friends.
Mhm.
I Fred and I don't talk every day.
Right.
Fred and I can go a couple of months without speaking. It may be a text here and there. Hey, love you, thought about you today. Whoop de woo. It may be one of those situations, but we don't have to talk every day. I have
Right.
friends like that, and I found that those are the loyal friends. And
Yeah.
you know when something's wrong with you. Now I have friends that I do talk to every day. You know,
Mhm.
I have friends that I see every day. You and I don't see each other. We see each other on Mondays on this show, and then it may be a text, and I may say, "Hey, Mimi, you all right today?" And you'd be like, "Thank you for checking on me." That I think that just makes me so happy.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
see you at work. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And so those things like that are important. I have clients that are friends that we only see each other one day a week. That's Fridays, and or
Yeah.
there are we see each other, or they send a text message, or they like a picture, or send some hearts, or they send some encouraging words. I think that that's loyalty.
Yeah,
That part is
because this is
real.
the thing.
It's
As a
real.
friend, you have boundaries.
You do. You
And
do.
we all grown. So if you, as your friend, if you available all the time, I would be like, nigga, what are you doing with your life? You need to step your shit up. You shouldn't have all of this time
Mhm,
free. Because that
mhm,
means you neglecting something in your life. And
mhm.
I don't want you to neglect nothing. Because
Right.
I want us, when we get together, I want us to just have a good daggone time. And that's that. I have friends that I haven't talked to in years.
I know. I
But I
know.
tell you one thing, and they know this, and I know this for sure. If I pick up that damn phone, or they pick up the phone, it first of all, I'm there and not. It's like we have not missed a beat.
Not Mr. B. That's
It's
love.
yeah, because like my friend Shawanda and we have our other friend Trina. We've all been friends since 13. And that's rare that you have a group. I mean, and we still close. I mean, all of us got life going on. I see Shawanda so much because she gets her hair done once a week, but I don't see Trina that often. But I remember her husband was playing on Facebook. I didn't know him that well,
Mm-hmm.
and he had said something to the fact I'm gonna bust her in her head. But he was just playing because to know him, he's a good guy. But I was like, "The fuck?" So I picked up my phone. I said, "Bitch, you okay?" And she bust out laughing. She told him, she said, I told you she was gonna call because we don't play about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I ride for my friends hard, even though I might not talk to you every day because I ain't
Yeah.
got time.
Now
And
I do. Go ahead.
no, that was that.
I have a friend that is crazy. Like, and I don't tell him a lot of stuff because he is crazy.
He being and came and slashed him
Oh
out his
my
ties.
gosh. My friend,
Mhm.
friend Terrell, and I can call
Honey, that Terrell tickles me too.
it
I love that
Terrell
with
is
his shady
tick,
ass.
tick
I
boom.
love it.
It ain't even tick tick, it's tick boom. It's
That's
like
that
tick boom.
Scorpio. They can't help it, child. They
And
can't
so
help
there's certain things that I just don't tell Terrell because if I tell Terrell, he'd be like, "Oh no, let's go do this," and I'm like, "No, no, 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 I don't want to. No,
But that's
you."
part of that is Terrell is still young.
Yeah, Terrell's in his 30s.
Yeah, I mean he's the early 30s. So
Yeah,
he's still, yeah. So he got it's he gonna have a whole lot more humbling experience that's gonna happen
but
that we've all gone through.
scary thing about him is he's a police officer.
That ain't most police officers got a ticket bomb.
They do ticky boom, and he's ticky boom.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Boy, no, we're not doing this today." But
Hmm.
and my girlfriend Kim is like that. She ain't gonna admit it on here, but Kim is tick boom, tick boom.
Most let me tell you something. Most of us are.
Yeah, most Pisces are. And the
Yeah,
thing
that's why I'm so careful with my daggone circle because I can't take all this to jail. I
you know,
can't because we only one bad decision, one reaction from being locked up.
I agree.
It's
And come
real.
on,
That's
like,
real
it's been
talk.
locked up, because I've been locked up, so I get it. I understand. I used to be so embarrassed about telling people, "Oh, I went to jail." I was locked up, because people start asking questions.
That's because you've been around all them damn church folks. You say none of your fucking business. Yeah, I did, just like your cousin and your daddy and whoever else was in jail.
Yeah, and so I used to be real ashamed. But I've been to jail. I did something, and they were like, "Well, what did you do?" And then well, it is what it is. Yeah, I've been in jail. I didn't kill nobody, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so then you have those points to where I agree with you. We have the ability as being a Pisces, and I hate to use that as an excuse, but we have the
It
ability
is what it is. That's this how we build.
we have the ability to kill people. Um, and what I mean by that, not physically kill them, but kill them in a way to where we don't ever have to go back to them. It's like when you're dead, you're dead. And even in counseling, my counselor often says to me, "Lamont, you are still killing people." And she says, "When are you going to learn how to resurrect them?" She said, "It's one thing to put a person to a side, but then when are you going to learn how to resurrect them?" That's her way of saying, really, really come back and forgive them and be able to have conversations with them. My thing is like Miss,
Sometimes it's not meant for you to come back.
and so
No.
that's my argument with her.
That's the part I don't want fixed about me. I don't want that fixed.
You don't want that fixed.
No, no.
So that's the argument I have with her on a constant basis. On a constant basis, it's just like I don't want to resurrect them. But my thing is, it takes me a while to kill you.
It takes you a long time to kill
It
folks.
does, but when you dead, honey, you are dead. I'm going to, it's like Miss B said, the funeral, the repast is over. It's over. I
Mhm.
don't know how to come back from that. I don't. Linda said this is such
Ah.
a and Lisa under wraps. I'm
And
telling you,
Gemini's real crazy too. Cause I didn't when I said the serial killers, it's Pisces and Gemini's make up their list.
Mimi, what made you do research on that?
Because I'm a Pisces, you know that's what we do. I'm gonna just give y'all a little tidbit. Anytime y'all have somebody around and say, "Girl, what's your sign?" or "Wait, what's your sign?" It's 9 times out of 10 it's a damn Pisces ask.
You know, the other day it was so funny when we were in the salon. It was like five of us right there. There was five Pisces right there, and they kept saying,
Mhm.
"Oh yeah, I agree. That's what I do. Oh, I do it like this, and I did." And it
Yeah.
was amazing that we all think alike. And I was just like, so maybe this stuff is really,
It's
really good.
something to it. Now I will say February Pisces are a little crazy. They are.
Kim,
I know.
Kim.
They a little yeah. And like my Aunt Leslie, she's like the only Libra I like.
Really?
The only one. Normally me and Libras are like oil and water. Like I say this, either Libras bring out the very best in us or they bring out the very worst. It's no in between.
Wow.
No in between.
Wow. So, Mimi, we have 9 minutes left in the show.
Yes.
How does one interview a friend, a prospect for a friend? How does one go about choosing a friend? Is it something that just happens naturally? You just mesh together, or is it that you have to be so guarded until you start letting people in? How do you pick a friend?
I'm gonna tell you, with me, I'm guarded and people don't even know that I'm guarded.
Are you?
Absolutely. That's the thing. You don't nobody know. I watch. And I can be because I'm social for a living. So I know people call that I can't when folks say I can't be fake. I mean, yes you can. We do it every day at work. We around people every day that we don't particularly care for, but you can keep it cute and cordial. Now you'll know when because some of my friends I choose them because I see something in them. I
Mhm.
see the goodness in them.
You
And I
remember?
said, you know what? I want to have I need them in my life for
Time
whatever
out.
reason.
Time out. Do you remember how we became friends? Whenever I had moved in to
Hmm.
Salon Plaza, and you
Uh-huh.
had your music up really, really,
Oh,
really, really,
that's
really
always
loud.
loud. Yeah.
It's always loud. And so Miss Deborah had, I guess, called you and told you to turn your music down. And you
Uh-huh.
came over to my suite. And I was in there working, and Sharona was there. I was doing Sharona's
Hmm.
hair, and I was doing, I think it was her sister's hair there too. And you
Uh-huh.
came at my door and you said, hello. And I was like, hi. And you was just like, Mimi. I said, oh, okay. And if you had a problem with my music being up loud, just come talk to me. You don't have to call Deborah. And I was just like, who is she talking to? You
I'm
know,
just telling you what I was telling you was I said you ain't got to call her. Just come over and say, bitch, can you turn your music down? I'm gonna say, okay, because we ain't got no ceilings.
right. And so
So
I
that
was,
sound gonna carry.
and then you said one thing that you left me with was you was just like, we're gonna be friends. I like you. We're gonna get along real good. That's what you said. And you walked off. And I was thinking to myself, and I was just and I told Sharon, I said, who the hell is she? And Sharon laughed. She said, that's me, girl. That's what she said. I mean, because you came over. And that was how you introduced yourself. And so it was from then
Mm-hmm.
I would see you in the hall and I'd be like, hey, Mimi, I knew your name. Hey, Mimi. And we started talking. And so that's when we started really meshing. But it had you not received that phone call and been like,
Oh, I would have been over there.
you would have been over there
I
eventually.
would because I love gays. I do. I just because I told you if I was a man, I would have been gay. Yeah. That's just something I know.
So you love gays. So that was
I
that.
do. I do. And I think why I love and it's gay men. Let me clarify. It's mostly gay men because I can identify with because most gay men, as well as myself, have endured sexual trauma at
Mhm.
one point in their lives. Um, we have a lot in common. We're very stylish and love makeup and everything beautiful, and have these over the top personalities. I don't. Most women aren't like me.
Yeah, I am over the.
Yeah,
I am,
we
and
both are. We are both show
yeah,
ponies.
we show ponies. We are.
Because I remember, I remember when you thought you didn't like me. I was like, bitch, yes, you did. You didn't know. I said, he don't know no better.
What I love about you is that you keep it 100. Um, Thank you. Thank you. My friend Fred did tell me today, he said, Mimi has started rubbing off on you. He said that today on the phone. He was
I
like,
said that the other day when you said what you said. I said, oh, I said you channeled your inner Mimi finally, and I wasn't around to see it. But
oh,
I tell you one thing, you won't have no more issues out of them too. Not never. Will not.
and so my thing is, I'm thankful for your role in my life in this season. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know how long, but I'm
Hmm.
thankful that you are in my life for this season. You have taught me so much and you've stretched my thinking. Not only have you stretched my thinking, but you've allowed me a space to grow. And so thank you. Because a lot of people will not give you space to grow. A lot of people will box you in because they want you to be who they want you to be. And it's
Hmm.
a controlling factor, it's predatorial behavior. And I'm thankful that you're not a predator, that you're not that person that wants to control somebody, but you allow them space to grow. But then this is the thing, you're a cheerleader. Look at son, I know you can't uh, you're a cheerleader. And so
Yeah. I want to see you win. Hell
you
yeah.
are a true cheerleader.
Cause
And
if you win big before me, I'm going along for the ride. I'm not,
yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going on a trip. I'm gonna sit by ass there. I'm just bringing I like I'm not bringing my purse at all. I'm just coming. Whatever he got. Yeah.
I appreciate you. And so what my final thought for the people would be, we don't get to choose who our family is. We don't get to choose the situations that our family will bring us into. However, you do choose on whether or not you want to be respected or disrespected. I think that everyone should speak up for yourself when those situations arise in family. Have those conversations. It's okay to have those conversations. As far as friends go, loyalty means everything. It's just as well as it does in family. However, choose your friends wisely. Maya Angelou says, if a person shows you who they are, believe them.
The
But
first time.
the first time, it doesn't take you two or three times to
No.
figure out who a person is, but believe them the first time. As you're believing them, watch them. It doesn't mean that you have to cut them completely off. Like Mimi taught me that you can give a person another chance. It's okay. And as far as an associate goes, they are just what that is, an associate. It's hi and bye. And you can still keep it cute and say hi and
Yep.
bye. You don't have to be around them. Remember, friends don't hurt you. They love you. They uplift
Hmm.
you. They cheerlead you. They cheer you on. They're rooting for you. They're pushing you. They're pulling you along, but they never will stab you in your back and they won't shoot you with the guns that you give them. That's
Mm-mm.
a friend.
That's
That's
true. And I'm gonna tell you my final thought. First of all,
as she chuckles.
red flags did not change colors. That's number one.
My Lord.
When you see a red flag, this bitch is it's you done seen it. So you know when you ask God, can you reveal it? You just got to open your eyes. It's right there. a lot of times. But we just, for whatever reason, we make excuses or we push it to the side because we want to share. I mean, we want to, because sometimes we have a little need, a selfish need that we want to feel.
Right.
And while they using us, we using them too.
We are.
So that's when you have to be honest and you got to check yourself. And my final thought is family is not made up of relatives, and family is relative, period. You can pick. You pick and choose. Because for me, my friends are more special because I chose them and they chose me. Relatives, we just happen to be, our same, our mom and daddy and cousins. You can't help how you got here. You're here and you bound by blood. But when you are friends, when you have a friendship, a true friendship, you were chosen for whatever reason. So it's special.
It is very special.
It's very special.
With that being said, thank you for choosing Mimi and myself to watch with us. Thank you for choosing us to share your hour and a half with us on Monday nights. Thank you for choosing to be our supporters. Thank you for cheerleading us on, cheering us on. Thank you. So with that, follow us on Instagram, In the Chair with Montee and Mimi. Follow us on Facebook, In the Montee and Mimi, and then on YouTube, In the Chair with Montee and Mimi. Please follow us. We love you. Look at her. How you look in the mirror, Mimi? Look in the mirror again.
I'm like, girl, stop looking at me on my phone.
Listen, we love you. Take some time out for you and look in the mirror and tell yourself you are worth it. You are worth it, and you're beautiful. You're kind, and you are important. Good night. We'll see you Monday. Peace.
I love you.
I got something to say. I got something to say. We all got something to say.